So you got yourself a junk removal business, you got yourself a junk removal website set up. Now you realize that you're going to need service pages for your junk removal services. So how exactly should you lay out and format and structure each individual service page for your junk removal business? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it and how I've done it for dozens of other junk removal business owners. And if you do this correctly, how Google will see you as the expert, as the go to junk removal service in your primary location and push you up higher on the search results and push your Google business profile right in front of those customers looking for junk removal services the instant they need those services. So, what's up there, guys? My name is Izzy, and I have built over 100 home service business websites. Many of those have been for junk removal services, and I have a lot of experience in building out pages and understanding what ranks, what pushes the authority, the trust of a website and a business up higher in the search results because of that. So let me show you guys my template and show you guys how to structure out junk removal service pages. So naturally, when you're in the junk removal industry, you naturally need a website, you need to get it all built out. But as your time goes on, you start to realize that you need to build out pages for individual services that you offer, not just to tell your customers that, but to tell Google, the search engine, that, and prioritize your website and your just overall online presence, especially that Google business profile, above the other competition. So you're going to need just the typical things that you could think about: hot tub removal, shed removal, garage cleanouts, property cleanouts, hoarder cleanouts, tire removal, fence removal, extra garbage collection, construction waste debris removal, demolition debris removal, yard waste, landscape debris removal. Maybe you remove roofing material from construction, whatever it might be. The more pages you build out on your website and structure it correctly on your site, the more trust Google sees. It's something called topical authority, topical relevance in the eyes of Google. See, back in the days, we used to build a website. You used to build a website that would inform people of a certain subject. So when it comes to junk removal, the more pages you build out telling not just your customers and everybody else what you do, the more Google will see you as an authority and push your listing up higher on the search results. So now, knowing and understanding that, how should you structure out the page? So I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I do it on my websites, and I'll show you an example at the end so you guys can see how to structure it. And it makes it easy, streamline it to build out these pages very, very quickly, very, very efficiently, so you don't waste a lot of time doing it, but still following all the rules that you need to do in order to get your business found online. Let me show you guys my template real quick. All right, here's my service page template that I have used. I can't even count, probably 1,000 times now. I've built out so many pages. I'm just numb to how many times I've done this. But let me show you an example of how to do this. So let's say that you're going to build a page for hot tub removal in Fresno, California. I'm just doing that as an example, as one of your services that you provide on your junk removal website. So the very first thing you want to do is make sure you title the page correctly. I talk about this constantly. It's called the SEO rules. So make sure you title this page accordingly, and you title it with the title tag and the meta description. I always tell people that the title tag is like the title you put in a folder in a filing cabinet. Whenever you put a folder in a filing cabinet, you open that up and you thumb through all those pages on there. That tab tells you what that page is all about, what's inside that folder. So the same thing you have to do on your website page. Every page must be filed so that when Google crawls the website, it knows what this page is all about and knows how to file it. So when somebody makes that search, a hot tub removal in Fresno, this page will have a higher probability of showing up. And then, of course, you describe the page so Google understands what's inside this page, and so will your customers, right? So that's the very first thing that I do. Next thing I do here, the reason I have this right here is a service or Google business category. It's the same thing in the eyes of Google. You know, when you go and fill out your Google business profile, Google sees your categories as services. So this is why I have this on this template, right? So service in Fresno. So the very first thing you want to do is title this page accordingly. So your customers, Google, everybody understands this page is going to be about hot tub removal in Fresno, California, right? So this is what they call the H1 title tag. It's like when you turn in your book report when you were a kid in elementary school, and you imagine turning in your book report and it's blank. Your teacher's going to be pretty pissed off at you. It's like, what the hell is this book report about? You need to title it correctly so I know what I'm going to be reviewing. Same thing, right? And then something I call the introductory paragraph that starts to tell the customer exactly what this page is going to be about. So we dismantle, break down, pull apart, and haul off your hot tubs in Fresno, California, every aspect of it, and make it quick and make it fast. Boom, there you go. Now, again, you're telling your customers and Google that your page is about hot tub removal in Fresno. The next section I always talk about here is to constantly, you have to remind your customers as to why they were online in the first place, right? So this is why I come up with 6 questions a customer might be thinking about when they're wanting their hot tub to be removed, right? So you come up in here and say, why were they online? And first of all, what made them pull out their phone and type in hot tub removal in Fresno? This is where you come up with some questions that the customer's thinking about when they're doing that, right? Things like, are you fed up with that old hot tub sitting in your backyard? You haven't used that hot tub in like 3 years. Is that hot tub taking up space? Do you need somebody to come by and dismantle your hot tub and get rid of it? Are you looking to make more room in your backyard and want to get rid of this hot tub? Not sure how to really get rid of a hot tub? Things like that. Why would they, things that they might be searching for and understanding. And then this is where right here, I tell people that you are the solution to that problem, your business. So let's say, for example, Izzy's Junk Removal are terrific at just breaking these things down and haul them off quickly and making these things disappear before you even know it. We've been doing it for years, and this is our process, right? We've been doing it for years. We know that we got the tools, the techniques, the room, the methods of getting rid of these things quickly. And then right here, we need to tell them why they should hire us out, right? What are some of the reasons that you consider hiring us to get rid of the hot tub? Well, when you work with us, it's super easy. You get on the phone, make the process extremely easy. Our pricings are great. We have good, affordable pricing. We save money because we're on a big, giant corporation like 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We're small in town. We save money on advertising, so we pass on the savings to you. We're local. We've been here for 5 years, whatever it might be. And every page always have a call to action. Call to action. Get this. Call us now. Call us now. Call us now. And in this section, you start to introduce the benefits of getting rid of your hot tub, right? What's the benefits? What are they thinking about? What's going to happen once they get rid of their hot tub, right? So we say, hey, listen, we make hot tub removal piece of cake. Here's some of the benefits you're going to experience from getting rid of this hot tub. Now you're going to have a shit ton more space in your backyard. You don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to worry about where you properly dispose of this hot tub. How do you properly recycle it or anything like that? You don't have to go to the dump and haul this damn thing out of your way. You don't need to call your buddy to come over with his pickup truck and get rid of this thing, and so on and so on. I put 3 sections here, 4 sections here, 7, whatever they need to explain the benefits of getting rid of the hot tub there in Fresno. And on here, I always embed the reviews of the Google Business, Yelp, whatever you got for reviews. I put it on this page so people see that you've done this stuff before. And the next step of this page is I introduce what they can expect when we're going to get rid of their hot tub for them, right? So if you explain to your customers, look, this is what's going to happen when you call us, it makes it more, easier for them to call you and reach out to you if they kind of know what's going to happen, right? So this is where you need to tell them what they can expect. This is what's going to happen when you call us to get rid of the hot tub, right? We make the whole process easy. It's not going to be a headache. We're super friendly. We're clean, uniformed, got nice equipment, right? So reach out to us, make an appointment. Tell us if the hot tub's already connected, disconnected, whatever it might be. We'll schedule a day. We're going to come by and take a look at it and show you what the pricing would be to get rid of it. And then we'll just take care of the hot tub, right? Whatever it might be. This is where I create an email form. I also have it here at the top. So I basically have it so when people are kind of busy and just kind of want to send an email and get someone to call them back later, I make it as easy as possible for them. And then, of course, you got the final call to action. And then that's it. And then usually what I do is I'll create a link on here that goes right back to the homepage of the junk removal website. So then I do that for every single page, right? So let's say the next one is to be for mattress removal. I build a page exactly with the same formula, same flow. I want to get rid of your mattress. And I do the same thing for yard waste debris removal. And I do the same thing for property cleanouts. I do this over and over and over and over again. And before you know it, you'll have 10, 15, 20 different service pages all connected to your homepage, building up that topical authority, topical relevance when it comes to your junk removal services in your particular town. So that's exactly how I do it and how you should do it too. If you guys want to check out this template, I'll leave a link to it at the description below so you can see the outline on how to structure out the page properly. This is just the method that I use. I've done it, like I said, 1,000 times, more times than I can count, in building out these pages to build up authority for a website or business, whatever it might be. So let me share with you guys a quick example of us following this formula for a specific business I've been helping for a long time. So if you type in junk removal in Cincinnati, very, very competitive, unbelievably competitive, a lot of businesses out there. One of the top ones in the 3-pack here is All-in-One Junk Removal right here. But I want to show you one of their service pages following that same process. So if you type in mattress removal in Cincinnati, you'll see that their listing is in here. It is in the listing as well. One of the reasons is because we built a page specific for mattress removal. So let's take a look at that page. You're going to see these guys have a shit ton of pages because we've built so many to build up the topical authority and topical relevance of his business. So again, here it is. The title tag, Cincinnati mattress removal. We're clearly telling Google what this page is going to be about. You can't see the meta description on here, but it's going to mention mattress removal in there as well. This is the H1 title tag, quickly telling Google and the customers what this page is all about. Here's the introductory line or paragraph that starts to tell, again, old mattresses the old way, right? Getting rid of mattresses and getting rid of them, letting people know it's about mattresses in Cincinnati. Questions they might be asking themselves, the customers. Do you have an old mattress taking up valuable space in your home? Go on and go on. We're the answer to that problem because we get rid of mattresses. Here's why you should consider hiring us. Here's some of the reasons why. Here's some of the benefits you'll get from hiring our services. We'll get rid of mattresses, the box springs, bed frames, the whole shebang. Here's our reviews. Here's our 3-step process. This guy has 3. Sometimes people have 4. Sometimes people have 5 steps. Whatever your business is, you build it out accordingly. So here's the 3 steps you can expect with our mattress removal services. Here's what you call hassle-free removal, responsible disposal, email form, and a final call to action. And that is it. And that's how I structure out the service page. And we built so many, you can see on here, for different various services and sub-services in different categories of his business. So there you go. That's how I structure service pages. And I'm going to leave all the links in the description below to see how you can structure out your own service pages. And again, the more pages you build out for your junk removal website, the more Google will see you as an authority because you know your industry inside and out, that you've actually built individual pages for even the smallest type of removal of extra trash or junk, whatever it might be. And if you follow a structure and a method of building out these pages that's streamlined and easy to do, you should be able to whip those things out pretty easily, pretty quickly, and get yourself out there in front of the customers looking for junk removal services in your primary location. So if you're a junk removal business owner that wants to get a website set up, maybe wants to fix the one they got currently set up, wants to improve their SEO, getting found online, you can reach me here in the description below. Even if you have questions about junk removal and you need more help with structuring out your Google business profile, the website, how to get yourself out there more, again, go to the description below. Be more than happy to help you out with any of that stuff. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.